Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. We are focusing in and zooming in on a wonderful viewer experience, and that was really the experience of self-doubt that he has experienced after being in a relationship with a covert narcissist. So I really want to dive in and go into really how to overcome the feeling of self-doubt, self-sabotage, self-degradation as a result of being in a relationship with a narcissist. Someone who has an inflated sense of self-importance, someone who lacks empathy, someone who puts their needs above and beyond anything else, and oftentimes will use others very knowingly as a stepping stone to get what they need, to take what they need from this individual, whether it's time, energy, money, attention, affection, gifts, you name it. These people generally are going to be your takers of the world, and it's not it's not just all or nothing, but it's a high percentage that this individual is going to do an overabundance of the taking in the relationship and not so much of the giving. And really, when I talk about taking and giving, we're talking about the things that really matter when it comes into relationships. Can they listen? Do they have empathy? Are they active listeners? Are they reflective listeners? Can they hear what you have to say and then mirror back to you what you're experiencing? Can they go, oh yeah, I get it. Oh my God, are you kidding me? And then allow your feelings to take presence. Allow your feelings to take shape. Explore your feelings with you. Be able to say, oh yeah, oh my God, tell me more. I mean, the narcissist oftentimes is not going to going to say those words, really tell me more, unless it has to do with, the fair weather friend syndrome. Basically, if you're trying to tell them about some accolade or some sort of performance where you were awarded, either a title, a sum of money, something of high status, they want to hear about that with you, but they don't want to hear about your genuine feelings. If you say, well, I did this and this and this, oh, that's great, tell me more. And they only want to hear that little bit and little portion of you. They don't want to see the big picture. They don't want to see the feelings. They're not the active listeners. They don't want to be with you on that level because they feel very threatened. They want to keep the facade. They want to keep the quote unquote buzz going. They want to keep their addiction going to feeling high status, to feeling the facade, to feeling the mask, to being the one in control, to being the one in power. They're going to perpetually do that going. And like in the words of Sam Vatkin, they have an insatiable need. Insatiable needs not ever to be able to be satisfied. So they're going to be perpetually needing that power and control. And so if you're in that relationship with them, then that means over you. And so really, it's how they approach a situation. They're going to engage in that persona management, that facade management, that mask management. They're not going to be able to let their hair down, let their guard down, explore feelings, being able to listen to you. And so oftentimes, if you have not been validated in that manner where you're able to be heard, have your feelings explored, validated, and appreciated, then you're going to feel such loss, you're going to feel such grief, and then you're going to be bargaining back and forth with yourself. What did I do wrong? I'm not a good enough person. I'm not a good boyfriend. I'm not a good girlfriend. I'm not a good spouse. I'm not a good sibling. It's going to have this this self-judgment sort of come down on you, and it's going to make you be filled with self-doubt. Question yourself, criticize yourself. It's the inner critic which becomes louder than anything in your environment. And really a great deal of the healing is to remove that inner critic, remove that inner monster, remove that inner judge that's constantly telling you it's not good enough, to stress, to pressure, to force, to be something, to be disingenuine, to be false, to be fake. And so really, that can create a hollow life. And I think a lot of people here on this channel who have gone through this feel very much hollow inside. They feel this deadness inside. They feel this just depression, anxiety, and then it becomes the self-doubt. They become basically, keeled over with exhaustion. And, so this can be very scary because you'll wonder if I can ever create again, if I can ever love again, if I can ever be happy again. And, healing is a process. It is a process. You have to work on it consistently, on a day-by-day basis, moment-by-moment basis. The affirmations, I am magnificent, I am wonderful, I am lovable, I am kind, I am gentle, I am generous. And I deserve love, I deserve peace, I deserve serenity, I deserve security, I deserve respect, I deserve honesty, I deserve love, I deserve happiness, I deserve joy, I deserve to be embraced, I deserve to be loved, I deserve to be heard, I deserve to be felt, I deserve to laugh, I deserve joy, I deserve bliss, I deserve the richness of the tapestry of life. I deserve to live from every fiber of my being and to have that vibrate with love and with health and sheer gratitude. And I deserve to release the anger. I deserve to not be enmeshed in those negative feelings. I don't need to steep my body like a tea bag in this negative and toxicity, which oftentimes permeates the environment around a toxic person, this sort of negativity, this sort of feeling of resentment, anger, grudges, and feeling you can, when you become around them long enough, you can feel their hurt on a daily basis. So, that hurt, which allows you to constantly put their experiences, hearing them out, their feelings, seeing things from their oftentimes crippled perspective, oftentimes that doing that consistently then creates that inner critic and that self-doubt. So you want to remove the censor. You want to remove the inner critic and say, you know what? Those voices are no longer serving me. I'm done with that. I'm living with balance within my life and embracing what I need to do. If I want to go for a walk, I'm going for a walk. I'm not being told that it's a waste of time. If I want to go buy some food, I'm not going to be told that it's too expensive or that I cut it the wrong way or prepare it the wrong way or season it the wrong way. If I buy a piece of furniture, I'm not being told, what is that new? Constantly judged, criticized, and condemned for every action that you take, that you're selfish, that you're spoiled. These are the favorite criticisms of the narcissist, is that you're spoiled, you're too selfish, you don't deserve this, you don't need this, you shouldn't want this, or something wrong with you wanting this. This is really the seat, and it becomes very deep, the voice of the criticism, judgment, analysis, which is the analysis paralysis of the narcissistic individual. Oftentimes they place this inner critic, which then when it overpowers your I am, your inner North Star, your inner guidance, that inner energy which believes and is aligned with your greatest self, your greatest version, your greatest energy, your greatest happiness. See, the narcissists, they want to emotionally asphyxiate you so you're not living happy, that you're judging yourself, you're feeling the guilt, you're feeling the pressure, you're feeling their mold over you. They're trying to force, a round peg into a square hole. They're trying to make you something that you're not, which is to serve them. And yes, there's an overlap of being able to be yourself and help others, and that's where you should live. I mean, that's where your life needs to be able to be focused. But when you're with a narcissist, they're going to try to force you and criticize you into being for them. What they're not able to perceive is how that they had failed you, how they shorted you, how they hurt you. So in essence, when you can realize, this person failed you, this person hurt you, and that you needed something different. And once you can embrace that truth that, you need and deserve somebody different, who is different, a different type of person, that can be your greatest aha moment and help you to release that self-doubt, that self-criticism. Peace and harmony with you here today. I hope these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support.